What's good, my people? Welcome to Wally's Welding World. As you already know, I'm the Weld Professor. I've been out here in the industry kind of, dominating my own way into it and tackling it as I seem fit. And one of my biggest questions I'm always getting is, how much money is in this industry? How much money are you making? And everybody's always wanting that number, that figure. Well, I'm going to be straight up honest. 6 figures. I'm in this industry to make 6 figures a year. Now, I won't tell you exactly how much 6 figures, but I'll tell you it's in the 6 figures. I make over $100,000 a year doing this line of work. If you're thinking about getting into this type of work, you will not get your foot in the door right away. One of the biggest things they ask is, how many years of experience do you have in this industry? And so when you try to get your foot in the door, you got to start almost at the bottom to get the years of experience to be at the top of the food chain. So like my helper was telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm a helper. I'm like at the top of the bottom of the food chain. And it's funny because it is like that. Somewhat in a way sense for welding, But I wanted to get on here and tell you guys. You guys are always asking me, how much money is Wally making? How much money are those rig welders making? How much money does welders make? Well, a shop, I've said this many times, the shop jobs, they just don't pay as good as a rig welder. And why don't they pay as good as a rig welder? Well, I'll tell you why they don't pay as good as a rig welder. Because a rig welder is supplying the truck, supplying the machine, and most of the time supplying all the tools he needs. Now, a shop, you're going to rely completely on the shop. They're going to give you a space to work. They're going to give you a machine to work off of. They're going to give you oxygen acetylene bottles, oxygen acetylene torch and hose. They're going to give you all the rods. They're going to give you everything that you're going to need to do the job. That's why they can't pay you as much. Now, us out here in this industry, we've got a truck, and it provides all that stuff. Welding rods, pipe bevelers, torches, hoses, oxygen acetylene, welding machine. All that is mine. It's mine. You're paying me to show up and do the job that you need done. And it fluctuates. I've said this many times. It fluctuates. It fluctuates on your shoulder to the holster. The golden arm. That depends. How good of a golden arm you got is how much money you can negotiate to make on your arm. Now, some companies being out here, it's a flat set rate. They pay you a flat set rate, and it's either between contract or split check. And even sometimes it's split check. It's a flat rate. They don't fluctuate. They only make a certain amount of money. So you guys have to understand that there's always 3 wages out here for me if I'm split check, and there's only 1 wage out here for me if I'm contract. Contract pays me overtime, or does not pay me overtime. It's all straight pay. I get all straight pay. And then if I'm working split check, I have the opportunity after 40 hours to make that overtime, and the overtime is only on my arm. It's not on my truck, and it's not on my per diem. Per diem is a straight pay. I've said this to you guys many times. But you guys keep asking it, so guess what? I'll keep making the video for you, and I'll keep telling you. So hopefully that someday it'll click. But maybe a lot of people are new to the page and they don't know about me, and that's cool, because if you are new to the page, go and subscribe, guys, and hit the notification bell, so that way you guys are notified every time I upload these videos, and that way you're getting this information that you're constantly asking me. You just might not be subscribed to the page and have the notification bell on, which is important if you're following along on the page. I'm going to be uploading kind of frequently and sporadically. We don't have a set schedule yet, but we're getting to be on a set schedule for all you guys, so that way you'll know exactly when all these videos are coming out. And yeah, I really enjoy the engagement. Leave it in the comments, the questions you got. I'm here to answer your questions. You guys have all the questions, and I don't have all the answers, but I have answers for you, and I'd like to give you all the answers that I have possible. And if I can't get you the answer right away, by God, let me tap into some of my resources and see what kind of information I can get and feedback I can get from them. Like, if I don't know it, I might know somebody that knows it, and if they don't know it, they might know somebody that knows it. So no matter what, in the circle, somebody has the knowledge. I don't know how many years of knowledge my circle of people that I engage with as far as welding. A lot of them are veterans in this welding industry, so they have years and years of experience. 20, 30, 40, 50 years of experience in welding. Some of these guys, in their 70s and welding since their 20s, and it's, the years of knowledge is phenomenal. So if I ain't got the knowledge, by God, I could reach out to somebody, and somebody's going to know something. So I'll be able to give you that information that you're needing. Yeah, this is just me getting on here. I wanted to do this and kind of give you guys more of the information that you're talking about. The money that I'm making out here being an independent rig welder, either contract or split check, is 6 figures. All right, that's over $100,000 a year, and you can actually make more than $100,000 a year being out here. You can make anywhere clear into $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 a year, depending on how hardcore you negotiate your wages, how dedicated you are to perform work and get it done, and then on top of that, being able to multitask many different projects and events on top of what you got going on. So, you know, always having more than just one avenue of income is always good. You know, do many things to bring in an avenue of income. Don't just always rely on one avenue of income, because the moment that avenue stops putting out money, you're going to be looking for another avenue. But if you already have another avenue that's dumping money in, it gives you time to back up and find another avenue of money. So, you know, they say the most successful people in the world have, you know, a certain amount of incomes coming in of revenue to keep them afloat, you know, and that's how a lot of people become successful in the world, is having multiple incomes coming in. So don't sell yourself short. If you're a welder and you can weld, MIG, TIG, stick, you know, or other kind of exotic metals, or just any other thing, utilize that. You know, reach out to people that need the MIGing, reach out to the people that need the TIGing, reach out to the people that need the stick welding, reach out to the people that need the copper abrasing, you know, reach out to that and try to tap into all your resources to help yourself bring in an income. If you can create cool things like art, you know, do that on the side. That's another way of bringing in some income, you know. I'm just trying to help you guys out, man. My information is to help you guys out. My workshops that I put on and I perform is to really help the skilled advanced welders advance even further in their career. So believe these guys are coming out here fully rigged out, needing the knowledge that I'm able to provide for them, and it's crucial, because a lot of people aren't willing to give you this kind of advice, and it's scary, man. We get thrown to the wolves a lot of the times, and we have to figure it out for ourselves and defend for ourselves. So it's always good to know somebody that has a little bit of knowledge, and being able to reach out to them and get their information and get their knowledge and get their skill, you know. And sometimes we, as people, we do got to invest in our future. I'm a firm believer, if we're not investing in ourselves, then we're not going anywhere. So I'm constantly investing in myself, you know, reaching out to people and really like networking. Not really networking on social media. That's not really what I'm after in life, is networking. As far as my network in my life is the circle that I have that is always keeping me afloat, you know, to help me find work. That's my, you know, that's my circle of people, you know. That's my networking, is my good people. I don't rely on social media to find me a job ever in my entire life. I would never, ever, ever get on social media and start bugging people. Give me a job, where's the job, where's the work, where's the job, I need a job, give me a job, hey, hire me, do this, do that, you know. It's not my style, homie. I'm more of a don't know me type, show up, let me show you what I got, you know. Where's the coupon? Let me show you what I can do. I'm not going to blow myself up. I'm just going to say, let me show you what I can do. That's it. Show what you're worth, guys. If you show what you're worth, then people will take you serious. But if you can't show what you're worth, no one will take you serious. You have to know what you're worth. So when I show up and I take that welding test, I show what I'm worth. And at that point, sometimes after the welding test, I'm able to negotiate my pay, wages, and sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's breaking even, but it's on you. Sometimes you got to negotiate. Nobody can negotiate for you. And sometimes it's just a set price and you'll have to accept it. A lot of people just take the job because they need a job. And so the best advice I could ever give somebody is save every single penny you got. Don't be out blowing your money in the club. Don't be drinking all your money away. Don't be buying all kinds of designer clothes and thinking it's cool, because it's not. In the end, it's not. In the end, what's really, really cool is that you're financially able to be secure and take care of your family and not worry about not having a job and going broke and starting to sell everything that you own because you need to pay bills. You don't want to lose your house, your apartment, your car, whatever it is. So save everything you can. And another advice that I want to give you is get ahead on your payments. Get an extra car payment ahead. Get an extra note on the house ahead. Get an extra payment ahead on your cell phone bill, on your credit card. It's because you never know when something's going to arise and it's going to put you out, and you're going to need to have all your resources and all your ducks in a row so you don't collapse. Set you up for success, guys. The future is for you to plan ahead. Plan ahead in your future. Set yourself up for success. Don't set yourself up for failure, because the moment you set yourself up for failure, you will fail. And that's the truth. Set you up for success and you will soar, guys. You will soar. So, yeah. really working right now, but I'm good. I've saved every penny I got, man. And well, not every penny, but I've saved. And I ain't got millions of dollars, but I got enough money to help me keep afloat, and I got enough money to put food on the table and enough to pay my bills. And that's what's important, guys. Pay your bills, get ahead. You never know when the worst case scenario can pop up, or just a wrench thrown in your game, and you're gonna need to know how to get ahead. You're gonna need to know how to stay ahead. So get ahead, stay ahead, and be ahead of the race. Don't come in last place, because it will happen if you let it. So that's all I really got, man. I hope that helps. 6 figures. That's what it is.